he does his videos like this, I guess I'll do it too. So, honest Apex diesel tuning, ecodieselUSA, and reckless motorsports review. I'm going to tell you all about working with Randy Gray Ziegelbauer, or Randy Savaage, as you newer guys may find out. So I'm going to tell you what my experience was like. I got a diesel, an ecodiesel, and you go online, there's not much to these things. They're really pieces of crap. I mean, they're nothing that can create a lot of power. So there's not a lot of options, not a lot of guys. So you go online, you go join a forum or two on Facebook, and you hear about the Canadians and the Americans. It's almost. And then there's some old guys that got hit by the EPA. Some are around still, reformatted. Some just said, I'm out. I know Ecodiesel Owners Canada was the big one. You know, Canadians, right? And then we had ecodieselUSA, you know, oh, cool. And I guess if you wanted to be nationalist, it mattered inherently. But you don't know what to do. So you're literally getting feedback from the guys that you might buy from, or also other guys, and you're so new. So you're just like, what? Hey man, I hear about you. You're in America. You get, no international shipping fees, whatever. You just talk to the American. He's like, yeah, I offer tuning, blah, blah, blah. That's Randy. You call EOC, and they're so freaking busy that they're almost like a professionally run company. So when you go to them and you're like, hey, I have a question, you better like grasp and get them in a conversation on Messenger or something. But if you just send them an email, you're going to get a response back. And so I was like, hey, spoke to Randy, spoke to Canada, and I was EOC Canada, and I was like, hey, I want to just do like the best thing for my truck. All these videos, just like I want to rip it up, And Randy was like, we got you. We can do that, man. We offer, 10 horsepower higher than the Canadians. We just push it a little harder. Oh, that's cool. And then my response from Canada was like, yes, we offer packaging. I highly suggest you just do this and this. For blah blah. Regards, blah blah blah. Damn, man, I don't know. Let's go with this guy. His shit looks cool. And you see Bruce, and man, he's a crook, or he can't tune crap, or you're like, oh, come on, man. I mean, how hard is it? You can just delete. So what if he is just copying tunes? He's got some other stuff. He's got some products. Anyone can learn how to use a computer, right? So you go with Randy, Apex, Ecodiesel, USA, or Reckless. Randy seems cool, knowledgeable. He makes videos like this, and it's just the way it is. Seems smart. And you get the package, like, damn, I'm excited. He's like, all right, and he just stays in constant contact with you. That's like a weird thing. But he's always there, always willing to answer any questions, or help you with your new truck. And if there's any problems, he'll help you. I'm like, what? And so you get the tune, and if you get the easy link, do not get the easy link. I'll tell you why later on, but do not get the easy link. Even if you are freaking thinking, don't get the easy link. That's his Bitcoin. That's his rug and pull the rug device. Don't get it. So you get the package, and you like, oh, so I'm going to load the stage one, just try it. I loaded stage one, and my shit started smelling, just the first tune, freaking started smelling just like it was dumping death. Smelled like I was cat piss around me. I was like, dude, I thought I emailed them, I thought you turned off the def, stage one, the EGR off. He's like, oh, okay, I'll send you a tune. I'm like, oh, that's cool. You can fix it right now. Maybe my truck has a certain parameter because it's a limiter. You just, you don't fuck. You just got the Ecodiesel. What do you know? So he sends you a tune. He's responding to you. I'm at a freaking amusement park, and he's able to do this in the parking lot. I'm like, wow, that's cool. This was a good choice. And then I drove that home, and I was like, I guess it's better. And it's. Next day, I said, I'm going to go back to stock. Wait, let's just sort this out. So this was like 1 week into the experience. I'm already back to stock.
I call him, I texted him, you know, just always talking. Oh, I haven't heard, no one else had this problem. It must be your truck. And it's just on and on and on. All right, so then a couple weeks later, he starts sending in updates. You can update the ecodieselUSA. Oh, I guess he did some, you know, he's always putting out videos. Oh, a new 36 miles per gallon's in the Jeep. I can get you 34, 32 in the Ram. You're like, oh, damn, let me get that tune. He's like, I'm sending it to you. It's like, he's like, it just sends out the tune. You're like, okay. You put it in, you're like, car's, what the heck, you know, just car's just running weird. The freaking, you give it gas at putters, you know, he's like, oh, when you tell him, hey man, I've never had this like stalling out when I just give it light acceleration. He's like, that's what happens when you usually flat foot a diesel. I'm like, no, I'm not flat footing a diesel, Randy. I'm telling you, when I give it gas, and he's like, no, I don't know. Back to stock. I upload it again. What is this? It's like 2 months in already. 3, you know, I bought it in July. Over $2,000. Bought it in July. I mean, what are we? September. I get like this crappy EGR plate. It looked like a guy with a grinder in the shop. His mechanic told the helper, hey, go make these plates and drill out the holes. And there was still burrs on the holes. If you know anything about the metal, I mean, it was just this crappiest metal with the high heat of an exhaust turbine. I mean, there's no way that 1/8-inch steel would not warp and bend over time. You get other things like no ecodieselUSA. It's like a 5/16 inch piece of billet aluminum, not this freak sheet metal that was found in the back of a farm. So I tell him, I'm look at this. I put it on Facebook. I'm like, look at this, everyone. Look, you were right. And he's hey man, you know, those reviews hurt me. And I was like, yeah, I did kind of overreact because I do that. And he gives me my money back. I take it down. Everyone thinks, oh man, he made you take it down. I said, no, I just, you know, because I know who I thought I'm overreacting. Whatever. Here we go, Randy. This is what you get. So I wanted to do, I was so excited. I was going to start a freaking YouTube video about my truck, you know, like all the dudes, you know. And I just was like, I cannot wait to make rave reviews about you, Randy. You know, we're going to be America. We're just going to be ripping our diesels all across the states. Like, that's what I wanted to be like. Here's your review, Randy. Here's your review. Okay, so now I'm in stocks since like September, October. You know, holidays happen, work can happen. You're like, whatever, the truck's still cool. You know, I guess, you know. I got the stage 2 piping just sitting in the garage. I mean, I can't get a good stage 1, and he keeps saying, well, we're doing, you know, I send him, he's like, don't worry, we're sending all new updates soon. All right, I can't get past stage 1. I'm not putting the stage 2 in. Who cares? Freaking blow a freaking rod out the side. So the way things have been going. So October, you know, holidays coming. It's just, and he just starts sending updates after updates after updates after updates, just like 3-4 a week. And you're like, man, I thought this would have been like for like major improvements. Like, what the? You're just dishing it. Like, what's going on over there? Like, it's like his play project. Like, I don't know. Like, if you have a good product, why is it changing that much? Like, these trucks are the engine is an engine is an engine. It's not like things are morphing and changing, and where, you know, it's why. What's with all the tuning? You're not a tune's a tune, man. So it's just craziness, dude. It's like the dude. It was like it's just his pet project. So here we go. So come December, I'm like, he's like, I've got the tune, it's coming. I'm like, all right, because I'm getting, you know, winter, trying to do stuff. I want to get this pipe out the garage, get it under the truck. I'm like, he's like, all right, I got the final tune. All right, man, I'm gonna put it in. And freaking, this was the roughest my car ever ran. I'd be sitting in, you warm up the car, you go to work, and you have to wait a few minutes, you know, wait in the parking lot. I'm sitting there. I mean, of course, the driving is shit, but you're like, oh, maybe it's the tune, you know, it's got a little more fuel, maybe it's the tune, you know, maybe it's not bunk, you know, so you feel a little something. You're like, oh, okay, so I'm sitting there idle, and my shit drops to like under 400 RPM. Just, you know, it's like,
was like time. It just was like and he tried to tell me that there was he told me to unplug the EGR, which I never freaking did. I ran it 2 times, and yeah, and it's same thing. So back to stock I go, and I sent him the video. He's like, you got the plugs unplugged. And I said, no, I don't, dude. I'm like, Randy, dude, I want the freaking money back, dude. Like, I want the money back, dude. And he just, I was like, that's it, dude. You telling me you want money back? It's like you trying to go get money from someone, you know, like in the Bronx in New York. Yo, I'm just running down the street. That's Randy. That's Randy, man. Dude's got a lot of problems. A lot of problems. Do not. I hope if you're still watching, I hope that we need to really get together and make sure guys like this aren't able to, function in this community, in this space, on the internet. We got to make sure that, like, but besides that, guys, we're going to just make sure we don't waste our money right now. So I go to PayPal, I'm like, yo, this dude is not what advertised. I mean, I go look at the piping. That's right, I go look at the piping. Dude, he said stainless steel. Dude, I do some welding, and this thing was welded, I guess one part was stainless steel, the regular metal, just the hangers were just regular steel. They used regular MIG, rusting wire, crappy joints that they just sprayed over with silver galvanized. I don't even know if it was galvanized. The flange where it goes to the exhaust, that's freaking bent. The pipe, in the bent mantle system, like one side was like flat, I guess, whichever, the bent side, but it was, one side was like, one of the ends of the pipes was like really drastic, so I don't know if the one guy took it too far or something. So I'm like, so that's what I have. I had the Easy Link and the exhaust just sitting in the garage and no tunes that I could put in my car safely. So I go to PayPal. I'm like, send him his money back. I'm sending him his stuff back. That's what I want to do. He will not. He stopped responding to me. And here's the best part. Here's where the real crime happens. In the middle of the dispute, he deletes my support for Easy Link. All the tunes, whichever ones, and the trans. I've never even looked at the trans thing. You think I'm going to put something in my transmission from a guy like this? So I never even looked at that, but gone. Freaking no technician support. You have no link. He just deleted access. So I'm like, all right, okay, man. Well, I mean, come on, look at this story. I mean, the dude's I sent him like picture after picture of him saying this and doing this, and telling me to do this, but then 2 months later, he says, it's my fault. And then I find other people. That's exactly what he said to me. My car did the exact same thing. I'm like, I could almost pinpoint it to like what month that this happened, because when the tunes were just coming in, or whatever the freak he think he was trying to do. The dude wasn't tuning an engine. The dude was messing with freaking shit he shouldn't be messing with. So PayPal, freaking, he got a buddy over at PayPal. PayPal, they favor in his favor. The reason for the dispute was I somehow altered the device or whatever, or I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what he could have speculated. I guess I guess he made it seem like I messed up my car to be like a normal running car, and that's why his tunes didn't work. I don't know what he argued, but he didn't do dispute. So I went to Synchrony Bank, who backs PayPal. I just went to the other financial institution, and I did a dispute with them, and I was like, yo, this is what happened, and this isn't even about like this being a bad product anymore. The guy stole my tune. Like, even if somehow it was my truck and I got my truck fixed, or his stage 2 was good and I just went and did it and I wanted to blow up my truck, I couldn't do that. He stole the tune. So I had a useless exhaust and an Easy Link with no support now, and $2,000 that PayPal just justified that he can keep. So now Synchrony wins in my favor. It was like immediately like, yeah, this is clearly like the dude, yeah. And so I'm like, that day I'm like, hey Randy, the dispute. I won. Come get your shit. Or I'll send you your shit. Nothing. Just nothing. I mean, I started, I'd annoy him. I'd call him 2-3 times in a row. Nothing. Text him. Nothing. I get one call from a no caller ID number, a guy claiming to be Brandon, and who, when you call his band his voicemail, yeah, it's just me. So I'm like, who is this? You know, so I'm not telling him what, you know. And that's it. And so I wake up again, and Randy somehow talked to Synchrony and said that I must have altered the, I don't know, because it just happened, but Randy Gray Ziegelbauer and Randy Savage of Apex Diesel Tuning and Reckless Diesel, Reckless Motorsports and ecodieselUSA has struck again. It's alright, but I'm going to do stuff and make money and not be someone like that. So just remember, if your name is worth a lot more than $2,000, y'all. And that's all I got to say. I hope you do not go with ecodieselUSA or Apex Diesel Tuning. If you got a Cummins or a Duramax and Apex Diesel has spoken to you, you're about to lose $60,000, whatever you pay. Do not go to Apex Diesel Tuning. Later, y'all.